I got Cromulent here. This is Transient's Hazy Pale Ale that I have drank 3 cans of the 4-pack already. Seemed to enjoy it more and more each time I had it, but I think I was, in a better state to enjoy it each time. It's 6% alcohol. I don't know exactly the canning date, but I think on the 4-pack holder it said that it was well under a month old. Definitely in canned in mid-December, and right now it's January 6th or 7th. I don't know anything about dates right now, but it's Mosaic and Simcoe hops. I aborted a review of a Transient Juices Loose can recently because that one was definitely starting to succumb to oxidation, which can happen with these hazy pale ales when you don't can them really, really carefully and prevent oxidation in there. In a month or less, they can start turning grayish brown, get all appley. That's kind of what was happening with Juices Loose. Hopefully my next can won't be like that. I don't know if I'll even attempt to do a review, but all the cans I've had of this were in tip-top shape. Let's see how it is now. If you don't know the reference, the Cromulent reference, you should watch old Simpsons episodes. It's a made-up word from The Simpsons. And this is looking, I don't know. It's definitely paler and less hazy than the Juices Loose, but it's still nice and golden, I'd say. Especially when you get it just sort of close to the light. I'm not seeing any weird discoloration. And the head is pretty good. I'd say it could be a little bit more perfect. It could have some more finely bubbled parts and mixed in with the bigger bubbles, but the haze isn't totally opaque. You can see through that a little bit. And the smell is pretty nice. It doesn't smell like 100% juice. It's got kind of a Fruity Pebbles, peachy thing going on. I really love Simcoe hops. The Mosaic isn't taking over too much. It's still got that wild berry Simcoe thing that I like. It's not overwhelming peach rings, but it does have a lot of fruity candy aromas. Definitely Smarties and a little bit of peach. It's not plasticky at all. Some kind of like cotton candy things going on in there. Yeah, that is nice for, an almost 1 month old 6% pale ale. But mostly hops in the aroma. I barely get any barley aroma. Ooh, really bright in the mouth. A lot of the similar flavors in there, but the Simcoe, I would say, is dominant here. If you want just dank pineapple peach from like the Mosaic, it's not going to be that. This has more going on. It's a little bit more of a woodsy wild berry thing. Let's see what happens when I pour the bottom. Any chunks? Surprisingly, no really noticeable chunks. Still looks really good. It's dry, but it does have a little bit of body. I'd say like medium light body. With lots of fruity flavors. Slightly seltzery. I guess it reminds me a teeny bit maybe of like the Trillium Small Bird series. But those ones are usually lower alcohol than this one. And they're also a little bit sweeter. And they don't have as good head retention as this beer does. And there's just a little bit I'm noticing of a woody bite now. This like hinting on a pininess, but there's no weird green onion, garlicky, scalliony, overly dank, menthol-y stuff going on. And I'm just coming off of a cold, and I haven't taken a decongestant in many hours, but I can still get a really good aroma out of this beer. I'm pretty impressed by it. I like it definitely more than the Juices Loose. When I had the Juices Loose fresher and it wasn't, getting oxidized, that was just really, really sweet and pineapple-y, and had booze, definitely noticeable. I think this one might be better. I would buy this all the time if I could get my hands on it. Like, especially in the Northeast, there aren't enough pale ales around 6% that are really, really intensely fruity, hoppy experiences. It seems like around here, it's always double IPAs, IPAs. Around here, yeah, they call 4 Point a pale ale, but that's 6.6 at Trillium. I want ones like this that pack all that punch, but they're not going for the session IPA thing or the session beer. They're just going for a satisfying, intense hop treat, but without having to be really big in your face, high ABV, or low, doing the session beer category. And this one, I wouldn't say this is a masterpiece. It's not like masterfully done. It's not world class. But it seemed to be pretty available now in the Midwest area, and Transient brews it a lot. Yeah, I'm getting some earthiness happening now, which is nice, I guess. It's adding a little bit of complexity. It isn't quite weird and oxidized yet, and I'm really enjoying it. Yeah, I would highly recommend this to anyone who wants the New England style hop treat in a smaller package, but doesn't want to get one that's too low alcohol and be let down. And if they want something that will also have a teeny bit of more old-fashioned hoppiness, so it has the earthiness that comes in, and there's a good amount of bitterness. It's not just like you're drinking straight juice, but it's very nice. It's not pseudo-sue quality, I would say, but I would be happy if I bought this in the Boston area. So I'd do, at least a 4 for this beer. Yeah, nothing wrong here. Bye-bye.